Okay, hello everybody. I might sound a little bit different today, mostly because I was fiddling around with some mic settings to reduce some background noise and do a little bit of other things. Okay, but hello everybody. We're on the alt account because we have to do this, and I actually need the mats desperately. Peachy Keen. I hope it sounds better. I was like looking a bit through the VODs and like listening to myself. I could hear like a few things I didn't like with my mic, so I was tuning around with some settings in OBS. You sound better? Good. Well, that's the intent. I should be sounding better. Fake Kyrum. Not exactly. Not exactly. Sounds very clear. Good. That's what I wanted. I might have to fiddle around with it a bit more later, but I should sound better than before. I wouldn't call this better, Sag. Come on, man. So the one thing I heard was a little bit of a static, so I was mainly trying to get rid of that, but I also didn't want my mic to peak so much. Hey Ice. Hey Lara. I just really wanted to reduce the amount of peaking my mic did and a little bit of background noise because I could hear like some kind of buzzing, and that's pretty annoying, so I was like, okay, gotta go now. Let's see. Why not? Let's just bring some random garbage. I'm literally going to bring 3 batteries. Rule breaker, Cairo shoot. Yep. Let's see. Who else do I have? I should get Bon 10 on hands. This is gonna be important. I guess I don't think Nero has a big enough battery. Hey Otto, hey Noel, Andre. I was listening to some Lost Belt 6 music today. That one is filled with bangers. It's got a lot of good ambience music, that's for sure. It's got probably some of the best ambient music in the game, I would say. Oh right, waiver. Waiver is like the whole reason why I can do this. I'm so sad they got rid of Sakura Scope. Who is gonna be our last AoE unit? Oh, well that works. VGA cable today. I hope it fixes my computer issue. I also have to go back to the repair shop. Good luck, Say. Hey, Zen. CERN Fluffy goes hard. Fluffy's theme, man, it's hard. Like, I love Zeus's theme, but Fluffy's theme is so good as well. I think Zeus is probably my favorite, and then Fluffy's theme is probably my second favorite. It's hard though. All right, I have to turn up my volume on this a bit more because I made the I made it so this is where the game sound is, or the game sound is lower, but the music's higher. So the good parts of Lost Belt 6, we're gonna. The music in Lost Belt 6 being listen to. Is compressed a good thing? Kind of. Basically, what compressing does is it makes it so you don't peak as much. So it doesn't sound like my volume's getting cut off a bit more, because it happens. If it prevents it'll help with that. It'll help with that. That's exactly what it was for. It will help with that. It's gonna absolutely help with that. Ephra, scream for us. You'll hear it when you'll hear it when it happens. I'm sure something's gonna happen today that'll make me scream. But overall, I just did a bit of volume change, and the big thing is I think the big thing is noise suppression. I think it reduces a lot of the random background noise that I had, so I really wanted to just do that. I don't think it might not be that good yet, but I'm gonna fiddle around with it a bit more. Lullaby redeemed a single. What account, you bastard? Yeah, exactly. What Thug said, basically. Whichever one you feel like. Well, let's see. My alt account can't roll. I don't really want to roll on my main account, so I guess we will roll on the Enkidu banner. Doom on, since you know who I want. Oh, okay. I'll roll on this account because getting a second Dome on like NP2 would actually be pretty solid, but not how much hope that's gonna happen. I think that over modulation might still be an issue. What's over modulation? In my opinion, you sound left like you're talking through a PA system. That's good. I was listening to it for a bit, and I don't know why, but at a certain point, it just started getting the audio quality from me just started getting worse and worse. Like I checked back on a few VODs, and then I forgot I started the mission on accident. But I checked back on a few of the VODs, Finally I can sub again. Thank you, Jackie. But I streamed back on a few VODs and then I heard it and I was like, I don't remember this, so I'm gonna try and do a few filters to happen. What makes your mic splat at louder sounds? I see. Is Domon even on this banner? It's just Van Gogh. I mean, if I'm gonna get Van Gogh my main account, I think I could fix that right now, actually. Oh, that's Kiyohime. Okay, hold on. So, if I remember correctly, you compress at higher, the ratio is what makes it better. So let's see. Let me see here. So if I turn it up, it should be a bit better. So how's that? I should sound quite a bit different. I should sound a little bit different. Might be too much. Ew. I don't know what I sound like. Turn it back. Fine. So that I was at 10 before. That was a 25. Ew. I'm telling you, volume set, like mic settings and filters change how you sound so much. So I actually have to play around with it on stream. The reverb sounds great. That's when I was talking while I was changing it back, so it sounded awful. I have to imagine. Sounded like Xbox. Okay, so how about this? Since it's at 10, I can turn it down to like a 2.
Put your hands up.
Hey, Lazak. How about now? How do I sound now? Now it's at a 2 ratio of 2 instead of 10. Give us Cairo back, Degenera. Hey, Degenera. That's much better. Okay, good. I'll keep it at 2 then for now. Like I said, I gotta play around with it a bit more. When we have more people, it'll be easier to just give me feedback on it. Did you roll again? Wait, someone also make me roll? I rolled on the Van Gogh banner on my main. Yeah. Wait, were there 2 people that made me roll? Wasn't it just Lullaby? Oh, he did it again. Oh, my bad. Hey, Rockane. I've been, so for people who have just came in, I've messed around with some filters with my mic, so it sounds a bit different. So if I'm suddenly feeling, if I'm suddenly sounding a bit different, you'll know why. No screaming today. If I got Van Gogh, I actually would have screamed. Anyway. What a hard enemy. It sounds like if you yelled, you'd end our ears, to be honest. It shouldn't be as bad if I yelled before I had the filter, right? It shouldn't be as bad as before I had the filters, I think. It shouldn't, but supposedly I sound much better now, so I'm gonna have to like check this VOD out and do a little bit of testing as well. I mean, I could literally just sit here and play. There's a bunch of mic filtering options. Like there's a lot. Like there's so much stuff. I don't even know what this is, but one of the settings is called invert polarity. Like, what does that even mean? Like, actually, what does that even mean? Loud resistance to loud sounds. I'm okay with loud sounds, but I'm not. I don't generally want to get my ears blasted. Wait, this is my event support. Your event support list is what goes up. on this. That is so whack, dude. That is so whack. Polarity, magnets, I know. I just beat Lost Belt 5.2 finally, and now I just need to get past 5.5. 5.5 is not too hard. The hardest fight is Tuna for sure. I think Tuna is really hard. I think Ibuki can be challenging because Ibuki is a niche fight. Like it's a fight that I think it's either easy if you have the correct niches against her, or it's really hard because you don't have the correct niches. That's how that fight goes. Yeah, Fujino is super good against Ibuki. Who's Tuna? Watanabe Suna. The people who call Betterama. We call him Tuna because take out the S in his name. K-pop Saber. He just looks like the pro tag from Persona 4. Tuna fish mole. You'll make your lows high and your highs low. It makes you sound either flat or strong. I put a lot of effort into inflection in my voice, so I think it would be good if I tried something like that. I have no idea though. Like, if you talk in the same volume, I could totally see that being a problem if you have it on. Hey, Delta. The thing about Pearson Vuln is, like, I feel like Pearson Vuln's the only way you actually get rid of a lot of shields. Like, there's no other way to get rid of a lot of shields. I just hate that Tuna Can caught on because I forget about him constantly and I have no idea who it is. Sag. The one nickname that kind of falls flat on me is Echon, which is like MHX Alter. I didn't even know that was her nickname. So like that one actually fell on my ear. Fell flat on my ear. Or when people use two mics. Ah, I see. Interesting. I might need to get a new mic, honestly. My mic is really old. But I have no idea where to start looking. I'll have to go explore afterwards. Tuna Can is pretty forgettable. The problem is 5.5 is super forgettable, in my opinion. 5.5 is a super short singularity, right? It's pretty short. Kind of just, hey, Domon is gonna be a side villain. Just think of it as moving a sine wave, Mr. Math Teacher. I see. Basically, like, sine x plus 1 versus sine x plus 3. I see, I see. Kentucky costume. I remember 5.5 for Tuna, because Tuna was the most memorable fight. And then I remember it because of Domon. He was released that singularity. And then the final fight with Domon. That was a cool fight, but he's a little too easy. He was really fun though. But he's a little too easy. But he's kind of fun in solo. And I guess Avenger Uchi, everyone was like, oh my god, Avenger Uchi, so cool. Yeah, Ibuki is definitely not like one of the high points of 5.5. It's kind of just, she was there. Like, yeah, she has a bunch of traits. Like she's Sky, so you can have Nero Bride be a buffer for your unit. She's divine, she's demonic. I believe she's super large as well, so David does well. Normal Yoshitsune, yeah. Yoshitsune, I don't even know how to say it. I'm just gonna say Yoshitsune. No one has the debuff clear CC. The debuff clear CC is what gives you an advantage when you solo though. In a team, I've not fought Domon in a team setting. I just haven't. But I would definitely take Asclepius and probably Asclepius. But a lot of the debuff cleanse units are cavalry, so that might be interesting. Okie dokie, Asclep, easy win. I think it would use like Nightingale. Maybe Nightingale instead. Because Nightingale would reduce his NP damage and really lower his normal attacks. And then you would also get the debuff cleanse that you need all the time. Is the stage also burning? I'm not sure actually. There needs to be a UI clarity with stage like battlefields, because I feel like it's so arbitrary when they work or don't. Like yeah, some characters just get it. Like Gawain just makes a sun field and whatnot, and Ozzy does too. But like, I feel like they should have have a bit more clarity with that. Babbage not getting an animation update. 5 points, little crime. Yep. I sped home 40 miles per hour over the speed limit to make it for the stream. What did I miss? Nothing much. Do you think DW is going to do more Epic of Remnants when 2.0 ends? I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know. Because the only thing we have to base it off of is 1.0, and 1.0. Here's the thing: 1.0, Arc 1.0 ended way faster than 2.0 ever has, right? 1.0 ended in practically the first year of FGO, I believe, right? I'm pretty sure 1.0 ended in the first year of FGO. But like 2.0 has taken them like over 4 years. And I get that the story's a lot more complex now, because like honestly, Fuyuki, Orleans, Septem was not that complex. Even Okeanos wasn't even that complex. Same with America and all that. Hey, Icy. But it took them a long time. It's taking them a long time to finish 2.0. So I have to imagine that there probably will be Epic of Remnants, but I'm not sure. Nasu has said, I believe Nasu has said something about not Lost Belt 3, but 3.0. And it pretty much has two outlines, like one that like directly picks up off of 2.0, and I think the other one is like a new story. But I mean, like, no one asked him at all about Epic of Remnants, so I feel like Epic of Remnants are like 5.5 and the 6.5 thing we're doing, right? Because like Epic of Remnant is supposedly after a certain point of the story, and that's what 5.5 and 6.5 feel like. Well, 6.5 is gonna be the next thing, but that's how 5.5 felt like. 5.5 was pretty short, all things considered. Like, it was really short, actually. Like 13 chapters only. So in a sense, you could say those are the Epic of Remnants. Nasu was out after the Lost Belts. Not sure about that, but Lost Mode 6 story was finished a year ago, according to Nasu. I think he wrote like most of the story, but then he had to work on like character designs and all that, because you know he had to work really closely with that one artist for Oberon. Did you get a new mic? No, we didn't get a new mic. We actually messed around with some sound settings, so I should sound different. I guess I could do it. New sound settings. I should put that in the title because everyone's asking. But I looked at some of my VODs and I noticed like a few annoying things with how I was talking. How I sounded mostly was the big problem. So I went in to OBS and enabled a few filters, so I should sound different. The main thing I wanted to eliminate was this buzzing sound in the background, but there was also some things to like fix myself peaking when I sometimes when I screamed or something into my mic. So I wanted to fix that basically. Do I hear content? Hey Noah. You sound a bit older. I look older than I actually am too. No more scuff. Oh come on. Dude, that's kind of funny. There's one day, some random stream, you just put the absolute worst settings into OBS and you do the entire stream that way. That'd be pretty funny. Ron is done after chapter 2. He wants to work on something else, but right. So if I remember, he was basically when he was working on FGO, it was because Tsukihime remake didn't have anything to do. Like Tsukihime remake was like he was like done with a bit of it, but he's like, oh, I'm gonna wait for like the CGs to get made and stuff like that. And as FGO got bigger and bigger, he started having to work on it more and more. So at a certain point, he was like, I kind of want to work on like Tsukihime and get this all done, and then I'll come back to FGO. At least that's how it feels right now. So we're just kind of waiting on that. No scuff, no soul, no come on. Just got go today, let's go. Congratulations, Noah. We don't know if it ends after 3.0. I didn't imagine FGO ending after 3.0 only, but maybe. Said they wanted to end it after chapter 3. I hope if they end FGO after chapter 3, I hope they don't just like leave it there, right? I hope they don't just like leave everything that they put into this game just behind. And I hope they, you know, do something with what they've done with FGO and make a new game. FGO has to end before it gets too old. I wonder how long 3.0 will go on for. I feel like a lot of like management issues rose up after 2.0 get like started. I feel like Lost Belt 1 and like 2, they came out at a reasonable time. And 3, I guess. But like 4 took a bit of time. 5 took a lot of time for 1.1 and 0.2. And then 6 took an ungodly amount of time. Run by a skeleton crew. So if anyone remembers playing in JP at like 5.1 to 5.2 5.2 to 5.5 and 5.5 to 6 era. That was rerun Dead Week era. I think we're back in rerun Dead Week era. If FGO 2 ever happens, I don't want DW or Aniplex to be involved. Aniplex, yeah, I don't want them to be involved. But I think DW is like a big thing with Type Moon now. Cause like, so funnily enough, Melty Blood Type Lumina, DW is also on that. Like DW's logo is when you boot up the game, it's like Type Moon, Delight Works, French Bread. It's like, oh. So I don't think if there's gonna be FGO 2, there's always gonna be DW. But I'm gonna be honest, the more and more I hear about how development has been like with 2.0, I feel like Type Moon is the bigger problem. Yeah, DW were a bunch of nobodies and they hired them, but now, they're getting kind of reputable. Aerial drive copage. So 2021 was just whole dead weeks and nothing in between. What was the big thing about this year? 6? 6 and the anniversary, I guess. Yeah, there really wasn't much this year. 6 and anniversary were the big things this year. I agree. I think Type Moon holds a big leash on them. However, so in the future, let's say that in the distant future, DW or if FGO dies, someone's able to like scrounge up the tools that they use to make FGO, and then people start making you make like FGO ROM hacks where you can just make your own bosses, your own stories and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool. But I have no idea if FGO is even moddable. I know somebody hacked into a server, so they got Goedia to fight against Kiara or whatever. But that'd be so cool. Godlike, that'd be cool. Gravity Side FGO would be very easy to remake. That's what I'm thinking too. Still wonder if Goetia will be released. His part in the story's not done yet, so don't know. Insane modded characters, broken kits and designs as well. Yeah, but that's modded stuff, right? Here or not here, depending on the situation. 7 Ghost Lanterns, I think. Implying DW such Type Moon wouldn't shut down fan mod FGO if they found out about it. Sometimes developers are really cool about it, but it could be possible that they see it and they're like, nah, shut it down immediately. You can't use these characters. That'd be really sad. DW has then no other dev experience other than FGO. Not true. Not true. They have Sakura Wars. Japanese business especially make me feel wary about that kind of thing, you know. That failed. Yeah. So good they had to close it early, so no other experience did. Pretty much. Tiny metal, full metal. What is that even? What even is that? A Nintendo Switch game? Interesting. I didn't know they had a Switch game at the moment. RPG or MMO? It's on Steam? Huh. Didn't know they were doing this. FGO for the Switch. What so I'm trying to think of all the Fate games. They don't really release that many. At least they don't release as many as I would like. Like they made a Dynasty Warriors one, which is Extella Link. And I'm assuming they made a rock paper scissors turn-based combat, which is extra. They made FGO, which is turn-based RPG. Gotcha. And then there's like fighting games because there's unlimited codes and I guess Melty Blood type Lumina. I mean Saber's in it. That's about it. Metroid Dread comes out today. Have fun. Never played a Metroid game, so I want to play some of the older ones before I play it. Yeah, they're usually VNs, but I feel like, am I like the only copium like that they could make? Just they could just make a game with like FGO characters, and it's kind of like it's kind of like a MOBA. Not like League of Legends, but take out all the tower defense shit. Pretty much that. You literally just pick characters and fight each other. That's it. That's it. With like good team play fundamentals. It's no more. Like I'm saying all the boring stuff about League out, which is the tower defense and macro play, because I played League of Legends. MOBA communities. I think it'd be cool because it's like, dude, who wouldn't want to just fight like Mordred as Lancelot, you know, fight Gilgamesh as Enkidu, and do some whack shit like fighting, you know, Dantes with, I don't know, Cursed Arm. By the way, Cursed Arm loses that so bad it's not even funny. No wonder he's so toxic. Think about the League of Legends community. It's so toxic because there's all chat. If you turn off all chat, it's the easiest thing in the world. Like Smite, kind of, but Smite is still about like getting levels, getting experience from like killing mobs and getting money from them, gold. So like take out all of that, and then you just have a game where you just fight each other. Like you just pick characters, and then you know it's like a 3D arena fighter instead. Playing a MOBA. I played it for a while when I was in middle school. I played it the most when I was in middle school, and then I got a pretty high rank in middle school, and then I just stopped playing it in high school. One game, Battleborn. Yeah. I never played Battleborn, but I heard it was cool. Yeah, but maybe like a game like Overwatch. Yeah, maybe like a game like Overwatch, like a hero-based like team game. That'd be cool. It's like you could go like full knights, you know, like Mordred, Tristan, Lancelot, Gawain, Agravain, Bedivere. Like that'd be so cool. And then you fight off against like, they would have to not half-ass it though, but because that takes a lot of time and effort to like balance and play and all that. Chuny phase was replaced with this toxic phase. I wasn't really chuny because I didn't even really watch anime when I was in middle school. Now the copium is in full power. Hello? There we go. God Juna player? I know, right? Gilgamesh player? Just delete the whole server. It's just, nope. So, about Overwatch, I don't know what's going on with Overwatch 2, but I'm kind of excited for it. Hopefully it's good. Dante's player. Nothing more than a PvE addition to the main Overwatch game. I hear the PvE game modes in Overwatch are actually pretty cool, so that's kind of nice. But I don't think it would need a whole separate game unless the original, like, the original framework for the, it's just that spaghetti. I'd be a base Matahari player. I don't think Matahari would be included. Sadly, that might be true. That's fair. Don't want to separate their player base. But yeah, see, everyone would be. See, here's the thing: if they don't half-ass it, it sounds awesome, right? Because everyone would just play their favorites. Like, bro, I would totally love to play Zerker a lot and just fly around in a jet with a minigun, just shooting people. That'd be awesome. Kojiro, exactly. Play Kojiro, like, so cool, but. They play Cha-Cha and just die all the time. Are any Arash players? Literal kamikaze unit? Yeah, exactly. Like, at first it doesn't sound that bad, but like, I feel like Fate is so much cooler when things are in motion, right? Like when you, cause I'm watching the Babylonian anime really recently. Like, FGO is really cool, but the gacha game has so much bullshit that it makes it hard to enjoy. It's like when FGO is just not like, when FGO is just like not about the gacha, it's so cool because the universe is really cool and all that. Chenggong players being true team player. Dude, Chenggong would be so meta because you would use units like Cleo, who lowers her own HP, right? And then Chenggong's like, and you and your teammates like, yo, I don't have much health. Sacrifice me so you can nuke them. And then you'd be like, yeah, just boom. That'd be so cool because that would be so much. Now you would be so troll as Chenggong, but that'd be cool. That's just cool. Here it is, guys. The mob of the freaking mob. Chen and Oberon be the troll players, absolutely. Rash players offing themselves 5 seconds in the game. So this is gonna be an analogy for Rash players, but it's like, you know how in COD sometimes people have a throwing knife, and so people just toss it really high in the air with lineups and try to get someone at the beginning. It's like that. It's like I gotta cheese them in the first 5 seconds. Most niche characters would be cut. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it can't be half-assed because it's like there's so many cool characters to use, but like you would need to have such an expansive roster, and it would actually be like it would actually have to be successful for them to invest more time in. But it'd be cool. I would find it really cool, but you know, they don't really they don't really have expansive they don't really have a very expansive and broad view about the series. I was one of those players. I knew the spots to always get a kill. That's why whenever I played like Search and Destroy on COD or just in Team Deathmatch, at the very start of the round, I just wait. I wait like 10 seconds and I'm like, okay, I can go now. There had to be some balancing changes, otherwise Gil would delete everyone instantly. I mean, Gil is in arcade, right? And he doesn't delete everyone. That shouldn't be too hard. Like, it would have to be good in the sense that there's a lot of counterplay and the game is mostly skill-based, right? If the game was skill-based, that's like perfect, but probably not going to be honest. What's with the mic today? Sounds a bit off. It sounds different because I changed up some mic options, like mic filters and stuff. Basically, I wanted to get rid of this like low buzzing static, and people were saying I was talking out of a PA system earlier, or it sounded like that. So I wanted to change it up, so I sound a bit better and more clean and crisp. I haven't gotten it down pat, but we were experimenting a bit earlier, and people, I like turned up like, what was it, compression? And so like I sounded awful at one point, and then people told me to change it back or to a different setting. MW2 noob tubes. So if you're a real scummy player in Black Ops 2, you could get this thing where you could get fast hands, so it made you throw equipment faster. You could get a perk that lets you take 2 primary throwables. And so what I did was I ran around with flak jacket, fast hands, 2 C4s, and I had a Scorpion Evo. Or no, was it Scorpion Evo? It was something with a noob tube on it. I think it was an AN94 with a noob tube on it, and scavenger. So I just did that every single time. It was so dumb. It's just so ridiculous. C4 throwers? Dude, C4's base, hello? Dude, the most toxic people are EMP grenades. Are you kidding me? You play Nuketown and EMP grenade covers the entire map. What? Commando lunge. Black Ops 2 was great. This is a really fun game. That was easily the COD I played the most multiplayer out of. It was really good. New COD is like, I've only played 3, but I didn't even play multiplayer. I played it for zombies, but I haven't played new COD in forever, dude. It was the thing I played the most when I was in middle school. Like, I either played League or I played COD, which sounds awful now that I think about it. I could have been doing so much more in my life back then. Sounds a bit like you're getting a bit cut off by something like Discord's noise filter occasionally. That's because I do have a noise filter on. I've got a noise suppression. So if I do sound like I'm getting cut off, I might need to change it. Okay, hold on. We can change it right now, okay? Hold on. Okay. So let's see here. Can I like change it while? Yeah, I can. Okay, so this is the, so I was using supposedly the high quality, air quotes, high quality version. So we're gonna test out new sound settings right now. Okay, so right now this is the default setting minus your mic sounds more sensitive than at the start of the stream. Okay, hold on. So how about now? How does it sound now? This is at like minus 50 versus minus 30. Sounds like you're in a can. Well, now I'll turn it up to negative 10. So how does it sound now? Oh, that is so much like non-suppression. Kai bot. Like I said, I'm gonna play around with it more. I'm just gonna leave it at that setting for now. I probably need to get a new mic so I can have a bit more leeway and a little bit more options. But this mic is just really old. Hand Kaibo. Again, I'm going to look at this VOD later and change it up. computer/mic settings. It might be in Windows mic settings. I could see that being a thing. Let's see. Oh, there's Lad. Well, thanks for the NB, bro. Ends up distorting the quality. That could be a thing. So, actually, about that, I've had to turn my mic down. I've had to, like, nerf my mic, basically. Oh, hold on. I wonder how... Is it this setting? I believe it's this one? Because, like, there's a dial on my mic to change the volume. So let me see. What if I do it the other way? Well, we'll play with that a bit as well. Yeah, it's usually the input, but it's probably because the mic is so sensitive. I know my mic, like, the characteristic thing is that it's really sensitive. No, just yeeted back to the start. This true story play. Windows default settings can all be scuffed as hell. Now that we went back to the beginning. Yep. But yeah, in OBS, since the mic is so sensitive, I've had to nerf it basically. Okay, I'm not NPing that. Yep, the ghosts and goblins part of the story. Big Sky Siegfried sends you back to start to go do it again one more time. Wasn't it like, sorry, but you have to go back to the beginning? Pretty sure that was how it went. This event is so fun. I mean, 3 grails and stuff, like, and free mats. It's super boring, but it lagged the stream on my end. Oof. So there's certain things that you can do on stream that, like, destroy bitrate, but I don't know if there's anything in FGO that really, like, destroys bitrate. Sparkus damage scaled well from 70 to 80. Well, his normal damage is at 60 because he's a 1-star, right? His damage is okay. Hopefully part 2 is better. I agree. Hopefully it is better. Okay, I just changed a setting, so... Oh, I see. Okay, okay. I see what this does. What? I can't hear you? Hold on. So I think I understand what this... So there's something in compressor. I think what it was is, it's trying to, like, tone down my volume. So I set it to be really, really, like, high threshold of toning down my volume. And so I think it just really made me quiet. of October? Oh, really? Don't you get mini challenge quests in the second run in this event? No. Maybe in 2, and there's definitely a challenge quest in 3, but you don't really get anything in this event. Oh, whoops. Yeah, they're not really too in-depth. Moriarty's okay, challenge quest. But the game has gotten really power creepy since Moriarty, so it's not even that hard. I honestly want us to get a large list of challenge quests like Guildfest and stuff. That'd actually be really nice. Because the game has changed a lot. Before, it wasn't as easy to get this much battery. And especially NA's second Guildfest, the rerun that had way more quests. Those quests, like, they were hard, but now that, like, command codes are so good now and etc. like that, it's a lot easier. Like, this game has just gotten a lot easier because of battery supports. Achilles would still be hard. Achilles is kind of just... Achilles is very stat checky. So when you use... It's super stat checky. It's super easy when you use, like, broken ass supports, though. It pretty much forces you to have decent, like, burst supports. But now that there's there's Chen Gong, and then there's a bunch of casters now, like... not the worst, but it isn't really a fun quest at all. It's just way too limiting. It's way too much of a shackle to play that quest, basically. Oberon would be so stupid in the Leo challenge. He'd be so good. It would be disgusting. Like, Oberon is so good in that challenge quest. A lot of people were saying, like, yeah, Oberon would be pretty good, but and it's true. They're completely right about that. He would be really good. Green Greens, Green Greens is great, man. Hey, Ari. I might sound different, Ari, so might be a shocker. Fiddling around with some mic filter and sound filter, so everyone has said that it sounds, for the most part, I think people think it sounds okay, but it looks like I have to tweak it a bit more. Sounds pretty similar to me. Excellent! The thing is, before there was a little bit of a static sound in the background, so I kind of want to get rid of that first and foremost, and it should be gone for the most part, so hopefully it worked. Puzzle & Dragons got some great OST. The problem is not a lot of the OST is like in a good format, so if I ever go back, well, I actually have gone back a few times to record a few songs. That's the main thing I want to do. Collab songs are pretty good. Yep. Not bad. Fate's Night Heaven Feels boss music is Paimon Royale, indeed. The Millennium Puzzle! Sigurd, this deck has no weak cards. I like how before he said that, he just looks at this card and he's like, this card is useless. And then finally, he's like, this deck has no weak cards afterwards. Like, you gotta be kidding. Also, I find it really dumb. Actually, no, not dumb, but it's really funny. Kaiba's like supposedly the best like Yu-Gi-Oh player, right? Duelist. But like he loses once to Yugi and he's like, Yugi's unbeatable, he's got Exodia, and I'm like, bro, he didn't even that wasn't even skill at all. He's like traumatized over losing to him. Well, goodbye all of these enemies. Yep, I sacrificed God to summon Blue Eyes. So, I'm not sure if this is true, but supposedly the 10th is when we get some more stuff. If so, that's massive copium for me. Now I want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! I've never really played Yu-Gi-Oh! In any serious capacity. I've only just watched it. Has that been in the news anywhere? Someone said, like, there's something alluding to the 10th being something. Let me see if I can scroll up and find it. Yeah, Lara said, could be it said something about 10th of October, though I can't read Moon Runes, so not sure. You can play meta, then it's cancer. Well, that's a lot of games. A lot of games. So, funnily enough, like, if it's a good game, it's not absolute cancer to play against the meta. Like, if it's any kind of competitive game. That's what Dark Souls is. Dark Souls is pretty good. Like, there's, like, some people who twink meta, like, dumb bullshit. They do all sorts of meta builds, but ultimately, how you play against them is, the more important thing. Beyblade was a thing back in elementary school. The thing about Beyblades is I watched the Beyblade anime when I was in middle school, but it was only, like, I had to watch it before I even left home for school because it aired so early in the morning. Leveling welfare is doing the double EXP with the 5-star and Ember node is so fast. Nice. Honestly, on my main, I need to farm Gallow Hills just for Saito. That's it. CE rerun banners. There's no real CE I want, I think. I've got a bunch of CEs on NA that are really good. I've got Poster Girl. The only thing I really want is Black Grail and Yangtze when it comes out on NA. Oh, there goes the sound for it. I just wish the class dailies got buffed too. Honestly, they deserved a bigger buff than Embers and QP. Well, QP, I'm okay with, first and foremost. Embers as well. But class dailies, like, there needs to be a better way to get skill gems. The only good way to get skill gems are events. Like, farming them normally is awful. Absolutely awful. EXP was necessary? I guess, but honestly, like, 120 is bad as a system. I hate 120. 120 should not even cost coins, to be honest. And then they made it super grindy. So it's as annoying as it can be. Like, even though it's annoying and 120 is definitely mitigated more, like, how annoying 120 is definitely, like, helped more because of EXP. They could have just not made it that annoying. Instead, they made every level 20 million EXP. Imagine that without the 5-star Ember node. I mean, it's gonna be awful no matter what. It's still awful with the 5-star Ember node. That's the thing, though. Per Bond Grail? Nah, I don't think so. I think Super Grailing would have been the coolest thing, but like having a giant Super Grail that you only get You only get like once a year annually, maybe even 2 a year. That would've been cool. Because day one, everyone would run around with 120 units. Just, that'd be cool. Eternal level 104 Miyu Pepega. Yeah, that's why I really dislike coins, because maybe you can have an argument for coins being needed for append skills, okay? Like, sure. But coins for leveling past 100 is the dumbest thing ever. It's so awful. Like, why does it even take 30 coins each? Really shouldn't. $120 Betty never. Yeah, there's just a few units that it's like, it's impossible to get 120 on at the moment. It's straight up impossible, which is just dumb. There shouldn't be a unit that's impossible to get 120 on, but at the moment it feels that way. How the hell are you going to do it for Nobukatsu, Mori, Izo, 3-star story, like 4-star limited server, like Calamity Jane. Calamity Jane's a limited 4-star. How the hell are you going to get? How the hell are you going to get 120 on her? Oh, hey, Zaw. Just have rolled 150 copies. Roll Clairvoyance EX and find out that DW is making the system so you can roll like 13 copies of Calamity Jane before the update even hits. Mike keeps muffling out. Now I'm gonna need to turn off the noise suppression then. I'm gonna have to fiddle with that then later. Does it? I didn't notice. Hold on. Let's use... God, they don't have good settings for this. Let's use this. Does it work there? Oh, not exactly. How many people ask you about it? All day. All day everyone's been asking me about it. Yeah, all day everyone's been asking me about the mic. I looked in my VODs and I was like, I felt like I sounded a bit awful. I don't usually I have no problem hearing myself, but like I listened to it and I'm like, why does the mic quality sound so bad? So I was like, this morning before I started the stream, I was fiddling around with the settings, but this whole stream I've been just testing out a few different setting configurations. So I'm probably gonna rewatch the VOD and pick the one I like the most. Maybe I just have super low standards. Ugh! I feel offended. But yeah, I mean, my mic is old, so it could be that. It could be a whole bunch of other things, but not sure. I'm joking. I'm joking. I never noticed many differences. So that is why it sounded like someone kidnapped you, took over the stream. Everyone is saying that. Everyone's saying I've been like body snatched or something. Everyone has literally been saying that all day today. Canbo sounds the same to me. There was like one setting where it sounded awful. It sounded awful. I don't know how it sounds like, but everyone was like, do not use it ever again. It sounded like absolutely horrible. You got next level congestion of the air passageways. I think my throat's. I think it's pretty clear. Should be fine. I don't feel like my throat doesn't feel too heavy or anything like that. Oh, the Xbox, exactly the Xbox setting. Use it now. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. How do I sound now, guys? How do I sound? I sound like everyone says it's an Xbox mic, and it probably is, to be honest. Okay, I set it back to what it was earlier. Turn the gain up. Your sound is too low. How's it too low? How about this? Crank that gain. Sure. I think it's because of this, actually. Well, I cranked that up. Oh yeah, that lets me talk a lot louder, it looks like. I think it might be too loud, actually. A salty kid playing hot on an Xbox. It sounded harder to hear you. Basically, it was... So it's a ratio. Right now, it was at 2. The ratio I was at when I sounded like I was playing Xbox was at 25. Like... Jeez. I should sound a bit louder now because I've turned up the threshold at which the compression starts. So I should sound a bit clearer now. Although it's really easy to hear background noise now, so maybe I should turn this down a bit. Definitely louder. It's a balance, right? I have to like set this up properly or else it's never gonna sound right again. How about that? That could be good. Hold on. I might have made that way too... Might have made that filter way too high. Let's do like 4. -4 decibels. Sounds good, but too low. Yeah, I turned that to an 8. How about now? I put it to 4 now instead. Gain makes the background noises comes out more. I see. It's okay. Okay. So that means I need to turn this down to like 2. And this needs to be a bit further back. Okay, that should be okay. That should be okay. Like, that should sound fine. Decent. You sound human. You sound younger now? Well... Mission failed successfully? 91k, let's go, Arash. I miss the old Cairo shoot and the old young Cairo shooter. Indeed. You okay, Liz? I miss Worsted Rain 28. That's not even the right number. It's Worsted Rain 6. It's not even the right number. It's not even 28. It's 6. Worsted Rain 28. Or hero. Worsted Rain 69. It wasn't even that either. Have you played Armored Core 1? Nope. Cairo, Kaibo, Cairo. It's so ridiculous. Like first it was Cairo Shooter, right? That was the meme. And then it's become Kaibo. And then it's become Bibo. And then BBBB. And then Kaibo Shooter and Bibo Shooter and just it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Kai Boy. Kai Billy Bob. Hi BBBB. BBB is just 999 if you think about it. Oh my god. Bible shooter? Fuck no. Hanako Blue. Hey DJ. Oh, this is Mechaliz, actual Mechaliz. Well. Phoenix Wright meme. It was great, dude. Phoenix Wright is great, by the way. It is so good. I think it's the hardest fight in the whole event, pretty much. I delete her with Robin. Let's go, Arash. Oh, well. Needs to be grailed to 100. Arash is great. I love him. But grailing him to 100 feels so... doesn't feel right, that's for sure. Song. This is Initial D. Heart to Beat. Get him to 120 then. Dude, 120 1-stars is such a painful and long process because you get 2 coins per FP roll. Like, come on. Let's see here. I think that's good. Okay. Let's be with unlimited 4 to 5-star or unlimited 3 stars. Rashes and Charlottes. I mean, people usually don't grail those units anyway. Hard fight, 10 out of 10. Indeed. Still wish you had the option of hearing his chant on NP. It really sucks because when Arash got his animation update, everyone would just be like, oh, Arash got nerfed because his animation update makes his NP longer. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like, Arash deserves a proper chant and a proper NP. Like, absolutely. Still made his NP shorter. That's such a lame take. Pretty much. I miss his Camelot shit. People even care about that nonsense, don't even use him. Yep. Those people who used Arash, like, they've probably moved on at this point. Like, he's still great for farming and all that, but a lot of people have just moved on. My looping. Oh wait, that's Pen. If we got the chat one day, that'd be awesome, but not the highest hopes. Same people shit on you for not being able to loop big setups. Pretty much, honestly. Rounds up farming steps so easily. Yep. Makes it easy. The game might have sounded a bit louder there. Hold on. So I'm noticing the music is a little too low, so I had to like turn it up. A rash NP looping. I wish that was possible. Just farm with units that you like. You can just farm with anything, right? Like, farming is so easy because you just use anything you want. You can just take, like, yeah, you're not gonna 3-turn, but like, you just farm with efficient setups, right? You just have maximum drop boost and all that. I can't stomach being unable to 3-turn anymore. I mean, they don't make a good job of farming stages, really, so... You might be in for a treat. Those 3-1-2 farming stages are the biggest fuck you ever. I hate it. It's not a big deal. Very rare, like, 3-turning is not a big deal to me. I still face card like a masochist because I like having apples. Yep. I mean, that, the summer event, I just went in with full drop boost and daily AP and I completed both my accounts easy. It was so easy to do that event, actually. It's not hard. I will say, though, that 3-turning is nice when you're using apples because, like, you don't have the time to be, like... Spending time on FGO farming is the most boring thing ever. Returning with face cards isn't too bad. You just pick buster units. Yeah, when I'm using apples or it's a lotto, I really don't care about turn count when I'm using daily AP. It's just like 3 runs of 48. Oh, by the way, the AP system in this game, for some things it's okay. Like they do 1 AP or whatever, or they take 5 AP. That's not that bad. They take 40 AP for all farming stages. It's the dumbest thing ever. Wow, my mic is super sensitive now, I can tell, but it's like keeping the peak really low. But like you can hear, like, I was just humming a little bit and you can pick that up. That's kind of insane, actually. But I guess it's working then. It's not picking up the, like, background noise, but it's picking up my voice the most. Using Buster face card is fun until for one reason there's no Buster card on the next turn. That's why you have... Yeah, honestly, I mean, the best way to do Buster card face turns, right, is to use Artoria. Isn't that right? Because she makes 5, always. So, she's like the best unit for it. But you can only have 2 of them, so you can have a total of 13 Buster cards. You use off turns to build NP, pretty much. I mean, again, the thing is, most nodes in this game that are like kind of notable, they're 40 AP. You use your 40 AP to do 3 runs, and that's it. Like that's what it means to use daily AP, and then you come back like before you go to bed, you use them again. It's not much effort. I saw so many people using apples on the summer event, and I'm like, bro, just don't. It's not even a good event to use apples on. Yep. All they buffed Buster was, it's like, oh hey, you get a bunch of battery, now you spam really strong NPs over and over again. Can I afford using 1 apple in summer? I mean, yeah. 1 apple in the whole grand scheme of things isn't that bad. But it's when you use apples on day 1 nodes, like, oh my god. I know so many people that do that. Oh, exactly, yep. I use apples because I got lazy in 4 days to end the event. Fair enough. Like, if I was gonna be busy like a few days from now, I would use apples and complete the event. Like, if I was like absolutely going to be busy and I can't afford to just look at my game or look at my phone and do all that, like I had to really study a lot, I would totally do that. Just so I don't have to worry about it, get it out of the way, and don't need to worry about the event at all. I'd be completely fine with that. It's fair. So can I just say, can we be done? Can we just dethrone time locks, or at least holding the best nodes until the last day? Can we just dethrone that forever now? Can we just have the best nodes from day 1? But then the new nodes that come out are nodes that drop other mats, like you know, a little bit of variance. Can we have that? Cairo is saying, huh? Like, that would actually be the smartest way to do it, because you just make the best nodes. They're available to you day 1. So you have the best nodes to get all the shop mats and all that, and like the special gimmick, you know, like the chests or whatever. And then you just had that, but then as the time locks unlocked, you just got nodes that were the same, possibly even better, slightly, that dropped different mats. Like maybe day 1, the first one is dropping like bells or something. The first few nodes are dropping bells, dragon fangs, stingers, and then the new day comes out and it drops the same amount of shop currency, but it drops proofs, fluids, and stakes. Like, that would have been so much better. But alas, you have to wait till the last week before you get the best nodes. Yeah, better mats versus better currency rate. Exactly. Like, already that's like a better change. It's just healthier. Like, you clear the shop faster, but like people who are using daily AP can just use it in more efficient ways. Music, Sag. Music's great. Alright, once we finish this, we're gonna swap to NA. Cause I got an Enkidu banner to roll on. And I can actually, oh god. I could get spooked by Enkidu. Like, what I mean by that is, let's say I go for NP5, and then later on, when the free 5-star thing comes out, I just pick Enkidu again. Yeah, I know, USO. I'm actually gonna, dude, it's so dumb. I'm gonna have a USO on NA, just because I'm going to pick Enkidu so I can 120 him. From the free SSR that comes out on NE6. That's so dumb. Or I might just get an Enkidu from the gacha already. USO and coins. So I found really funny was that even with the coin system, supposedly some characters got scuffed out of coins still. I'm still actually surprised they didn't add blind coins events if they thought they would. Good luck on your rolls, thank you. I'm surprised they added blind coins, but I guess they have to be like. There's no way though. Like, well, again, this event is nothing. I feel like the last event is like they still don't know what to do with them. I'm coping. Okay, I'm coping that they still don't know what to do with them yet. But I very much believe that they might just not know what to do with them. Honestly. They just might not know what to do with coins yet. So if that's the case, I really hope they get it together in the next Halloween. The loudest sound ever with those rocket launchers, like jeez. Yeah, I know, it's impossible to get certain coins right now. And at the moment, there is no alternative to getting them, which is really dumb. Coins for every servant on the FP gacha. How I would have done it is, one, I would have made it so it's easy to get coins. Like, one, I would just remove coins from, I would remove coins from 120ing. The process of 120ing, I would remove coins from that. It's really dumb that you get locked on either grails or coins. Like, honestly, you should only be locked on it if you have no grails, to be quite honest. Because that actually is an excuse that makes sense. And so the other thing is, I would probably tone down how many coins each of the appends takes. Why is it 120? Like, who cares? Don't make it 120. Make it 100. Like, why? Like, why? There's no reason to make it 120 either. Like, it's just arbitrary. Although I guess when you compare it to actually level 120 your unit, 4 or 8 levels is equivalent to 1 append skill, which that doesn't make sense at all. The append skills can just do so much better. Remove coins altogether. Now that doesn't make any sense. Actually, that does make a lot of sense, but it doesn't make sense to them. I know, you need NP6 of any 5-star. RuneScape level caps. And I feel like you should just get like append skills from bonding instead, right? Like because you get coins from bonding, so like maybe there is a coin system, but you only need like bond 11 to get all the append skills for a servant, right? That would be okay. I'm gonna be honest, the third skill is usually it's technically it's the one with the most variance. It's like either useless or it's actually pretty good. But some units, very rarely does a unit want all 3 of them, but sometimes it happens. You need like 12 Emias? Exactly. Alright, this one. Okay, I remember this. I actually took a Berserker for this, so. Ouch. Uh-oh. Okay. Mine Zergolite get Saber crit resist, that would at least be half useful and fitting, but no, it's Zerker crit resist on a Zerk. Yeah, like why would you ever bring a Zerker against another Zerker? Doesn't really make sense. I actually have no idea why it's like that. That doesn't make any sense. Imagine me with Salieri. His own worst enemy. I still stand by Zerger should have just gotten defense up against a specific class. Because if Zergerlot just got a free defense buff against another Zerger, that's actually kind of useful. You can combo that with mash, combo that with hands, and it actually makes somewhat of a difference. Meanwhile, crit resistance is either it works or it doesn't. And to be honest, you just take crit resistance as a skill now instead of an actual like passive ability. Like it's never gonna be good as a passive ability. Santa Zoomer, dude. Like Sei has gotten so popular all of a sudden. Like this just like Sei, I imagine Sei was decently popular, but like now she's just getting everything in FGO. Like just got a summer version, then got into arcade, like all at the same time. It's like they were planning it. Santa Zoomer being arcade exclusive, they might do that. They better not. They do a lot of limited summer, or they do a lot of limited units on arcade now. Before they were using a lot. I actually really like Jax the Malay, but it kind of sucks that because he's in arcade, I don't think he's ever going to be released in FGO, sadly. He looks cool though. I like his design. Okay, so this is the same fight. That's it. This is just the same fight. Let's see here. Who knows? Let's just hope the other arcade exclusives get the Rider Da Vinci treatment. Yeah. I feel like they made Rider Da Vinci an arcade, and they were like, yeah, we'll just put her in eventually. Let me think. What are all the arcade exclusive servants? It's like Welfare, it's like Christmas Suzuka. There's a Helena that's exclusive. There's Young Ku, or Satanta, I guess. There's Proto Merlin, or not Proto Merlin, but there's just Fate Prototype Merlin. Like that's the Merlin that I think is in that one. Saida, yeah, Saida. Sandalay, Suzuka, Jax, Sita, Satanta, and Proto Merlin. That's a fair roster, honestly. Red Atalante, exactly. Red Atalante. Uh-oh. Here's involved. All those buffs, man. Hey, Beto. Dang, it is the FGO collabs with normal FGO. Imagine those dumb Super Mario servants trying to take the pure FGO with Arcade Scourge. I actually would have liked it. So here's the thing. What's funny is Arcade can't really like, it would make no sense for FGO and Arcade to collab, but Arcade has exclusive servants. Like, it's just kind of weird. I doubt we're gonna get Christmas Helena and Christmas Suzuka anytime soon. Waltz is gone. Yeah. It's kind of sad. When did Waltz shut down? Was it after or before the collab? Hey, Bella. Two weeks after the collab, jeez. Basically no time. Might still come to NA. I doubt it. I doubt it. None of the April Fool's stuff comes to NA, I believe, right? Has any of the April Fool's stuff come to NA, like the Pokemon Go or Fate Go or whatever, and shit like that? And like the Dragon Quest thing? Although the Dragon Quest thing is like not until next year, I think, for NA. Before next Christmas event has Helena and Suzuka? I doubt it. That sounds like major copium. Blue Eyes, White Dragon, Lily. Yeah, April Fool's only does the portrait swap, so it doesn't really do the whole side game things. At least I don't remember it doing that. All right, guys, it's rolling time. Oh, opening up NA right now. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Oh, man. Nah, this is an Enkidu banner. Shiba Please. Oh yeah, Shiba Please is now available. You guys can use it now. It's actually there. Oh, it's here? Yup. I already bought the tickets, okay. Oh, I'm Clay, let's go. Yep. Wait, no, no, no! What? No, it's Saber? Oh, what the fuck? That was, wait, I got spooked. Well, that's my first, is it? Okay, okay. Alrighty then, just alrighty. That's interesting. Athen Gabla. What a name, by the way. Normal Cairo Street. True. What do you mean true? Is that a chair? It's probably my chair. One paid. Nope. So the one paid is when I do GSSR. I just do the 12 plus the 4. So I just did the last GSSR, so. Gander. Covering Fire. That's my first Origin bullet on NA, bro. And another. How did I get 2 5-star C? What the hell? Retroactive Caesar coin? You hurt me. That is like 4. That's like 5 4-star CEs. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 5 4-star CEs. Another ending. No 3-star CEs. Yeah, those like all servants. Oh, wow! I don't have one of him. Interesting. Let's go! Let's go! Yes! Okay, cool. Oh, hey! Another one. That is NP5. Typical Kaiba. What do you mean? He's the one servant I've saved so much SQ for. Let's go, dude. Yes! No, we need spooks. You got a spook. That was Suzuka, man. Where is William Tell? Oh, wait, I have more copies. Oh, cool. I have 1 extra copy. Wow, I have NP5 Caster Gillis. I never thought I would see the thing. Roll for coin. Here's the thing. I can just pick Enkidu for coins. Where is my William Tell? You don't have them Bond 14? Wait, is it Bond 14 or is it Bond 12? Oh, shoot. You're right, actually. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. It's like NP6 and Bond 12 or 14. I think it's NP6 Bond 12. If it's Bond 12, that's not too bad. I could get that. I could get that pretty easily. If I recall, it was Bond 13. Bond 6 and Kiryu only. Bro, I don't play this server, bro. Come on. That was really good, though. I'm not going NP7 and Kiryu just to not have Bond, by the way. I'm going to get NP6 and Bond 12. How are you gonna get Bond 12? There's a lottery. I'll slot him in the bag. It's easy. There's so many lotteries on NA to farm. There's like the retro, like Christmas is always a lottery. I have a decent amount of apples. Okay, no. Well, I have a decent amount of bronze apples, I should say, but sure you will. Listen, it'll happen. Both of the free 5-stars for 2. Honestly, it probably isn't even that bad of an idea to do that. Like, who am I gonna pick? Well, actually, I could pick Joan of Arc. That's like the best one. But like, who else am I gonna pick? Who else am I gonna pick? When do you even get the free 5-star? I think I've already gotten it. Old Man Lee? Nah, I would not. Dude, Old Man Lee's mats are cancer. I would never do that. April's the first one. I see some next April. I could totally just pick NP6 and Enkidu. Dude, that's hilarious. I can just pick Enkidu twice in a row, and by the time the coin system's out, I can actually 120 him. That's kind of funny. Because let me think about the other one. Who would I pick there? Nobody, pretty much. Like, it would only be Joan of Arc. That's the only person I would actually really care to pick because she's just good and fun. I'll pick Odysseus. Oh wait, open your presents. I usually always need Dragon Fangs, so. Hacking the Matrix to get level 120k. You could, but then you're denying us the content we want, which is what? Rolling more? I don't need to roll more on this. Like, that was what? Let me see. I had like 367 SQ. How much was that rolling? That was like 310 rolls? Maybe 4? I think that was 4 10 rolls and some tickets, and I got 1 Enkidu. I mean, I'm fine with that. Roll story then? Who cares about story. Is your caster Gil NP5? I believe so. Don't you want NP15 caster Gil? Ari is like, actually Shiva, please. Just actually Shiva, please. Let me see, actually. What is my caster Gil? Should be level 80. Yeah, he's NP5. 666. 6 summons till double. Okay, fine. 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 You win on that one. Bygone dream. That's a dead person. USO, come on. Oh my god. If I got another NQ here, I don't even know what to say. Yo, Baldy? USO, USO, USO. That's coins though, that's the thing. Awakened Will, garbage. Awakened garbage. No loading. Oh no, it's a servant. No, no, there's no way. Oh no, there's no way, right? Thank God. Thank God. Smoge. Rippy USO dreams. What do you mean I'm lucky, bro? Come on. Imagine if it turned gold. If it turned gold, oh my god. No. No. No, they didn't have to be more. They didn't have to be more. They didn't have to be more. Oh no, you didn't. Oh my god. Why is it still going? Rom, it's every like 3-star Lancer. Yeah, that's the thing. Enkidu can be on any banner. That's what I'm saying. Like I could just get spooked on him anytime. So it's like. So here's the thing. If I got a 6th one because of you guys, I would actually take it. I would take it. If I got a 7th one from you guys, I would take it. The 8th one is the problem. You do one more? There was 2. That was 2, there were 3. Oh, Ephra did 1. Okay, I didn't see Ephra's. Because I saw Ruiko's and I saw Sleepy's. I didn't see Ephra's. No. Smoke. Dude, it's so stupid. The only time I'm gonna get a USO in this game is because of the coin system. That's so fucked. Like, what? I'm 5 points away from a single. Holy moly. How many Grails do I even have on this account? I have 4. I mean, I can get Tristan to 100. That'd be cool. I mean, I guess I should save him, right? This is ridiculous. You guys are like... You guys have that you're just so thirsty for rolls, just like foaming at the mouth. It's like, oh, I want to see you get it. Could have avoided this if you rolled story. I mean, I got the Enkidu. I was so happy. Only 6 rolls more for bonus. You're not getting me twice. Dude, you are not getting me twice with that. Once is good enough. You are not getting me twice with that shit, bro. But the value. Let me see, how many... I usually stock up Saint Quartz fragments. 12. Okay, no. Could you spare an Enkidu, please? I'm starving. I mean, I've been saving my SQ for Enkidu on his first rate up forever, and then I was like, okay, I got an MP4 that's pretty good, and there's a pick a free 5-star. It's like, okay, I'll get an MP5 Enkidu, and that's easy. That's done. And now that 120 is a thing, now it gets a little bit interesting. Serious question, are you saying for anything else now? I'd actually have to look at what's coming up. I'm not sure what I would actually roll on now on an A. I'm pretty happy like with what I have on an A, so I have no idea what I'd roll. Maybe Morgan, that'd be cool. I have 7 points. Well, there's Medea. Trying to think what I would roll. I would roll on a Merlin banner. That's what I would roll on. I would roll on a Merlin banner. I would definitely roll on a Merlin banner on an A. There's 5 more until your next double. Are you just going to waste that? You aren't getting me. You like thirsty little sharks, you piranhas. Brand Lakshmi Raina's Domon. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I just want Merlin because Merlin would be so good with the boys, you know? You just missed his banner with Summer 4, indeed. I mean, doesn't it come back next year? We are vicious, see, we're cute. Doesn't he get a rerun banner next year? Is one next year? Easy. Easy, next year then I could just roll in that. But I use a lot of Buster Servants and I just raised Protea, so... would be solid to have those. Say Shonagon Stan redeemed single roll 25,000. Okay, I'm gonna strike a deal because I don't want what you guys just did to happen where I rolled and then you guys made me do it again. Okay, so this is your final offer. I'm gonna set it to 20k, okay, for a single roll. That's it. You take it or leave it. This is your only chance to get me to roll again. I'm about to close NA. We are not going back to it. I got 15k. I want my 5k back. No, that's it. Look at that! Look at that! I knew it! If I went for it, you would have done it afterward. Look at you, piranhas! I knew it so bad. Oh, you cannot do that to me. Holy moly, I knew it! What the heck? Bro, I knew it! The RATACOMBS, man! The RATACOMBS! Dude, I've gotten so many baldies! What the heck? Okay, so that was like 3, there was 4, right? Yeah, there's 4. We are monsters. You learn from the best. 3 more Kaibo, come on. But 1 roll till bonus. It's actually 2 rolls. Because I have to roll and then roll again. Are you just gonna waste that? What the heck? God, everyone's like, are you just gonna waste it? Like, you... But the bonus? Okay. You have double that in fragment. It's true. Bodica and, well, Protoku. Cool. You are too easy to convince. I'm gonna be honest, but oh fuck. Oh, I knew it. There's no way. How many of you have points? There's no way. I mean, I'm not gonna do it when there's only 9. You're gonna have to get me down to like 2 or 1 for me to finish it off, to top it off. There's no way I'm going anymore. You're 8 rolls away. Shut your goddamn mouth right now. Can we pool together our points? So you each need to have 2K. So 10 people need to have 2,000. All that wasted value. Okay, first off, 5? Fine. 2? Okay, also fine. But 8? You are out of your damn mind. I got 2K to spare. Okay, hold on. Let me set it up then. I've never done this before, but I have looked at it, so hold on. Can a mod rig a poll? I just remembered why the highlight costs so much. If you get the highlight, you're an actual god, by the way. So, create a community challenge. Rolls. Single roll. Enter amount. 20,000, right? Yeah, 20,000. Duration. Number of days, 1 day. Challenge icon. I don't really care about a challenge icon. So, let's see. And we're gonna change it to blue because it's the best color in the world. So, I think this is it? The max is 2,000. Okay. Well, actually, hold on. I shouldn't do... Zaw redeemed single roll. Oh my god, Zaw. Athen Gabla. Okay, so now we... I guess I'll just keep making it over and over again, so... Alright, it should be up. You should be able to donate points to the community channel, or challenge. Oh wait, no, I can start it. There we go. Once started, you won't be able to edit. Goal 20,000. Okay, start challenge. Alright, it should be there now. Oh no. Oh no, I made a grave error. Oh no, I made a grave mistake. Oh no! Holy sh... Well... Okay, that's 1 roll. Fuck me, dude. That's Awaken Will, are you kidding? Why can't I contribute? Well, it's done now. Okay, I guess I got it. What the hell? It's already done. I have to make another one now. How about this? How about this? How about this? I'm gonna make it really high. I'm gonna make it 200,000, okay? And it looks like I can actually cancel it. By the way, I am not refunding any rolls. So I'm gonna put it 200,000. I'm gonna put it 200,000, and you just try to get as many as I can. So 20k per roll. 20k per roll. It's gonna be at 200,000, okay? And you only get 1 day. This is the only day to do it. So single roll. I feel bad because the other one, I'm scamming someone 1,000 points, but honestly, I didn't even know you could go over the amount. So if it's not met, does it get refunded? I'm not sure. That's why I'm saying I have no guarantees that you're gonna get your points. But at the same time, you're only betting in 2,000, so it's like, it's not even that much, to be honest. Holy shit, there's already 32? Oh my god. It is already 2 rolls. Excuse me? Let's go. Most people have like 2k though, so that's actually pretty cool. Can you end stream and then come back? Oh no. Oh my god, you're already 1/4 of the way there. So let me see. I didn't do Kaizo's roll. Let me see. I don't think I did Kaizo's roll, so I'll do that right now. Holy Shroud. %. This is worth waking up today. How about this, guys? Wait, can I even contribute to it? Oh, I can't. So you have 55K. So that's almost... Okay, how about this? If you guys... Let's say... So, you know how it's 55K? I'll round up for you guys and go to 3. So... If you can at least get to like 62K, I'll give you another roll on top of it. Popping at everyone. Oh my god. Honestly could. Actually, now that I think about it, that's why the single rolls were so much better. Because you can't contribute to a new one every time. So should I just make them separate now? You want me to make them separate? Because that makes it so you guys can spend more. God content. So on community challenges, you only can donate 2K per. So, but if I made them separate, that means you could keep doing it. If you start another stream, we can fund more per stream. Oh, I see. Okay, well, you guys did 63K, so that means I have to roll. Since I'm rounding up to the next roll. It's like you've gotten me to roll 4 times. So that means about what? Half of that is 32. So 32 people each contribute like 2K points. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Donate Green Man. I mean, if you get to 80 something K, then I'll do more, but. All these lurkers contributing, you be rolling. Well, so here's the thing. I rolled and got NP5 clay, and then I was like, yeah, I'll get like NP6 or NP7 for coins, because there's a free pick of 5-star, and then everyone wanted me to roll more, so they started using points, and then so I set up this. Do 75. I mean, if you get to if you get over 80K, I'll round up to 5, so that'll be 5 points. You guys are really close. Let me open up, let me see, what else? I should do something while this is happening. Oh god, I have too many rank up quests. Never mind, not doing that. Oh, my inventory's a mess. Uh-oh. Gonna have to burn some stuff. Cabo's smart plan to make everyone use their points on a banner he wants, so he can't use them on a banner he hates. I mean, you guys are trying to get me a USO, so it's like, it's like, who's the real villains here? Burn Brave Liz. Wonder how high it could go if there was no limit. Well, each person has to do. We could have saved these points for Kiara. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You, because you just want you to get coins. Alright, so it looks like in one single community challenge, you guys could get to, oh, Noel donated again. We could have done this for Van Gogh. True. So true. Van Gogh has a solo rate up today, but this is for Enkidu. At least everyone wants me to get a USO on Enkidu. You need more than a bit of 2K. You need a little bit more than 2K. So you need 2 other people to well, Efra did. Oh, hey, Capad. Oh, no. Capad's gonna be... Oh, no. 4 summons to... Hey, that actually works out pretty nicely. Oh, and someone donated 250 points. So you could barely get past. Even Green donate. Oh, let's go. Oh, that's 5 rolls, you fucks. Okay, that's at least 5 rolls. That's so funny. Oh, you guys go. Oh, you guys gonna try and hit 100K? Come on, let's see it. Show me what you got. You're 3 more away from a double. Shut up. What do I have in rare prisms? Oh, I have Bond Grails actually. Interesting. I got Castigal, the NP3 Max's first single notes. I got no XP. Sag. I believe in us. I believe in you guys too. I'm rooting for you. I can't donate more than once. Absolutely. That's why I made it a big one. What is this tune? This is Mega Man 7 Slash Man. You're not gonna get the Bond Grail? I probably should. Yeah. I mean, if I was a Bond Grail, someone would be Hans. Or Gil. When do you even get Bond Grails? I feel like you don't get them ever. Dude, you guys have used so many points today. Like, holy moly. Wait, Eric, couldn't you have... That's funny because, like, it's insane how many people have just been, like, hiding. They've just been in the shadows. Just the rats, dude. The RATACOMBS. But it's like... I like how USO is way higher priority than the Sphinx quest. That's just hilarious to me. So what's funny is, if I never knew the coin system existed, this would have been the funniest thing ever. But because coins exist, it's not even that bad. You buy them. People don't have their priorities straight. I probably should buy one though. I should buy one because I'm gonna need it for Enkidu, right? I'm gonna need 2 for Enkidu. The Sphinx, great. What's funny is, like, I've only gone Aussie on 1 account, so it would have to be my alt or my main or my NA. So I think you guys have topped off. That's 93 820. So there's more people that are going to put in points here. You got a few moments before I close it. Did you buy the Mana Prism shop, Bond Girl? I don't think the Mana Prism shop won. Oh wait, no, I didn't. This only costs 1? Holy crap. No, I should be buying those. I didn't know they cost 1. I'll ping specific people on Discord. Oh my god. You know what, while we're doing that then... Let's see. Oh, well, that someone else did it. Let's see. What do I have that I should do? I should probably do the Shiki quest. Deuce is also not a bad one. And Max did as well. Oh my god. Oh, wait, I should do this. Yeah, you're so close. You're so close to making me do 6. You were so close. Oh, I can. Oh, I have Scanny on this one. Oh, Vafi did. Alright, that's 6 then. Oh my god. Damn, you did way better than I thought, man. You guys did so much better than I thought. That's 6 rolls. I'm here to help. Thank you, Vafi. Thank you for 38 months. Oh, 103! We're trying to get him a USO. They literally are. I have NP5 and you know what's worse? You guys waited until I rolled all my SQ. Not even all, but I got NP5 and Q2 and I was like, yeah, I'm done. And then you guys started using the points. Actual rats, dude. The RATACOMBS never fails to amaze me. What the hell? They come out of the floorboards everywhere. Okay, let's see. Oh, lost control. Oh my god, there's no way you get to 7 now, right? It just keeps getting worse and worse. Everyone keeps using more and more points. Do I have Sparty? I do have Sparty, but is there a better one to do this? This is so epic. Can we hit 120k? Watch us, ping me when he rolls. Yeah, I'll probably at everyone when we roll. That's the thing though, like, oh my god, it's not even that many rolls. It's 6. It's 6, and you all band together. It's like an actual heroism story. I mean, when in doubt, Gilgamesh, right? It made you roll more than it took you to get Enkidu. Yeah. Well, Enkidu was like 410 times, but you have made me roll a lot. If you honestly, I should have, dude. I should have logged every single roll. I should have logged every single roll. Like I need to start doing that. I should just make a spreadsheet of data, and then like track how each person has like how many points they've used to make me roll. That would actually be super cool. While we're waiting around, we've got 109, so about 6 people. Alright, I mean, you gotta be in the back now for every quest in the game. Let me just do this preemptively. Okay, I have to use Enkidu literally everywhere. Everywhere I go, Enkidu needs to be with me. He just has to be with me. There's no other choice. Oh, and I have the small plus 50 bond points. Let's freaking go, dude. Toy with Enkidu. I would grail him right now. He's amazing. He's awesome. Just such a good unit. So I think everyone's tapped out. I think everyone's tapped out. But I'm gonna wait till the end of the Geronimo interlude, and then I'll close the thingy. Captain Rule Breaker Green. Oh, that's great. Got him. That's 55 people. That's a lot of people using points, honestly. I really bring Drake to them. Well, I did. I guess I did. I say? Green is dead. The RATACOMBS claim all. The future is now, old man. You can hide from it. You can't hide from it. You can't run from it. The RATACOMBS always gets their way. The viewers are rats. Dude, it's... Could you... Dude, hold on. Someone needs to clip when I said, okay, the bonus, this is the only chance you get. I'll turn it down to 20k. You better use your points now or you're losing your chance. And then like 4 rats came out of the woodworks. Like, I know what you're doing. You cannot fool me. I know what you're doing. You cannot fool me. It will, oh, I know what goes on. Oh, and Auto just straight up just redeems it to, oh my god. Scurrying around your coat. You only need 4 more people to get 7 rolls. You only need 4 more people to get 7 rolls if they all donate 2k points. And Auto just made me do another roll. Oh no. Oh no. What? Do you see how fast that is? Wait, I can ping Josh. Hi. It's over! They have like a secret base established. Holy moly. The RATACOMBS. The RATACOMBS. You can't escape from them. There's a giant piece of cheese, man. Everyone's all like hungry. Faust isn't here? I don't think so. Fear the at everyone? Alright, hold on. Bati and John. Oh my god. Well, I added everyone for everybody else. Stream dying. Oh, it is dying. There's too many rats. There's too many rats. Oh, that's so sad. It is dying. Oof. Yeah, it really is dying. Rat jam cause. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh my god. There it is. Ooh, the stream is dying. Oh boy, I really can't. So here's the messed up thing. Because someone said earlier, if I restart the stream, you all can redonate 2k points. If I do, that means you guys win. But my internet is dying really bad, actually. My internet is dying so bad right now. But I'm gonna see how it goes. Look at the reactions. Oh my god. You turn on the lag switch to stop the other point giants. Well, no, that's not a... It's actually bad that I'm lagging. I'm surprised that I am because my internet should be fine. It looks like it's just dying real quick. So we're just gonna wait. You will get your rolls. I'm just gonna chill out for a bit. But it kind of sucks that it's dying so much. Restart. If I restart, you get to all but if I restart, you get to donate again to the challenge. That's so not fair. That's so not fair. I actually can't restart it. It's impossible. Restart? Fuck off. It's not happening. I'm gonna check my internet speed though. I think my internet is dying too much. If I get manually disconnected, that's awful. Dude, I'm dropping so many frames right now. Dude, this is not fair! Dude, my ISP is a rat! My ISP is also a rat! Next slide. I hope you guys can actually hear me because I might have to restart the stream. But I'm checking right now. I honestly can't do anything about it. It is just dying. Did someone DDoS me? Is that what is going on? I think someone DDoSed me. Now that's not okay. Oh my god, no it's not. It's just ISPs are such idiots. I think it's fine now. I don't think so. I'm looking at it on OBS and it is lagging like a mofo. Okay, maybe not. There's so many rats. There's so many rats. It's okay, restart if you need to. I don't think I need to, but it's like, here's the thing. If I restart, I think it's still gonna die. That's the problem. I don't think anything's gonna change it. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me too. So I can't restart. Otherwise, like it's just so bad. It's a loss. Like it's a hard L if I lose if I restart. I can't restart. But at the same time, my internet is not exactly making this easy to keep the stream up. Dance to restart the stream. It is it's my internet. My internet is a rat plant.